The morning sun casts long, jagged shadows through the fractured dome of the hidden underground hangar. Below, the massive form of the Genesis Franxx stands as a silent sentinel of a forgotten era, its armor reflecting the golden light of a new day. Teams of engineers move like ants around its feet, while drones buzz through the air carrying specialized repair tools. This is the calm before a storm that has been brewing for nearly 2 decades in the dark corners of space.
So, this is really happening, isn't it? I spent my whole life looking at the old ruins and hearing stories about the heroes of the past, but I never imagined I would be sitting in one of these machines. The metal feels alive beneath my fingers, vibrating with a frequency that I can feel in my very bones. It is terrifying and exhilarating all at once, knowing that the weight of the future rests on our shoulders.
We are actually the pilots of Genesis now, Ren. I can feel the connection between us and the machine growing stronger with every breath we take in this cockpit. It is as if the Franxx is an extension of our own bodies, waiting for us to tell it which way to move and how to fight. We have been chosen for a reason, even if we don't fully understand what that reason is yet.
Synchronization remains stable at 85%. Pilot physiological condition is currently rated as excellent, with no signs of neural rejection. All primary and secondary systems are functioning within optimal parameters for immediate deployment. Answer regarding your selection is currently unavailable in the public database, but internal memory cores are still decrypting legacy data.
Look at the holographic map, everyone. The red warnings are spreading faster than we can calculate. We have confirmed that the Scout's transmission successfully reached the main VRM fleet beyond the Oort cloud. Our long-range sensors are detecting hundreds, possibly thousands, of warp signatures heading directly for Earth's coordinates. They are coming for Genesis, and they are coming much sooner than we originally predicted in our defensive models.
Deep in the void of space, far beyond the reach of human eyes, the massive Verm flagship tears for the fabric of reality. It travels within a crimson warp corridor that glows with a sickly, malevolent energy, followed by a fleet of warships that look like jagged shards of obsidian. This is an armada of annihilation, a force that has consumed entire civilizations and has now returned to finish what it started 17 years ago.
The Genesis unit has awakened on the blue planet, just as we sensed it would eventually. It is the last remaining spark of rebellion against the divine order we wish to impose upon all biological life. It must not be allowed to survive or evolve any further than its current state. Deploy Vanguard Unit 1 immediately to the surface coordinates and ensure the total destruction of the Mecha and its young pilots.
Ren and Ira, please listen to me carefully as you step out of that machine for a moment. From this very second forward, you are no longer just students or trainees. You are officially Earth's first line of defense against the coming darkness. I know you feel unprepared, but the world does not have the luxury of time to let you grow slowly. You must become the warriors we need before the first shadow falls upon our soil.
But Professor, we have never fought a real battle in our entire lives. We've only read about combat in textbooks and watched old digital archives of the previous war. How can we be expected to pilot the most powerful machine in history against an enemy that defeated the legends of the past? It feels like we are being sent into a fire without any protection at all.
Then your training begins right now, without another second of delay. We have activated the underground combat arena, which is designed to push you to the limits of your physical and mental endurance. You must learn to move as one, to think as one, and to breathe as one. If you cannot master the resonance within these walls, you will never survive the horrors waiting for you in the sky above.
The training arena activates with a deafening roar of machinery as mechanical targets rise from the floor like steel predators. Genesis steps forward, its heavy metallic feet creating thunderous booms that echo through the cavern. Ren and Ira feel the strain of the simulation as the computer AI announces the start of the combat session. Suddenly, 20 high-speed combat drones materialize from the shadows, their weapon systems locking onto the Franxx.
20 drones at once? I thought this was supposed to be basic training for new pilots. They are moving so fast that I can barely keep track of them on the tactical display. We need to focus, Ren. If we don't coordinate our movements, they are going to tear us apart before we even launch a single counterattack. Please, just try to stay calm and follow my lead on the thruster controls. I am trying to stay calm, but the controls are resisting me. Every time I try to move left, the machine hesitates, as if it is waiting for a second command that never comes. We are out of sync, Era, and it's making the Franxx feel like a lead weight instead of a weapon. A drone just landed a direct hit on our shoulder plating, and the feedback is scorching my neural links. Then don't think about the controls alone, Ren. Stop trying to pilot the machine by yourself. Feel what I am feeling, and let our thoughts merge into a single stream of consciousness. Close your eyes and ignore the sensors for a moment. Just trust that I am right here with you in the dark. If we can reach that state of resonance, the machine will move before we even realize we've made a decision. I see it now. I can see your thoughts and your memories as if they were my own. I trust you, Ira, more than I trust anyone else in this world. Let's show this computer what we can really do when we work together as one. Genesis, respond to our hearts and move with the speed of the wind itself. We are not going to let these machines win.
In an instant, the movement of Genesis changes from clunky and hesitant to fluid and lethal. It catches a diving drone with one massive hand and crushes it like a toy, before throwing the wreckage into 3 others. The machine moves with a grace that defies its size, dancing through the hail of fire with impossible speed. The synchronization has reached a level that the base scientists have never seen in a new pair of pilots.
Emergency detected. Unknown object of massive proportions entering Earth's atmosphere at terminal velocity. Orbital sensors have been blinded by high-intensity VIRM radiation. This is not a simulation. I repeat, this is not a training exercise. All pilots are ordered to prepare for immediate combat, as the shield integrity of the upper atmosphere has been compromised by an invading force. Zoom in on the descent coordinates immediately. That is too large to be a simple meteor or a small scout ship. It looks like a living fortress descending through the clouds, wreathed in the flames of re-entry. It is exactly what I feared. The vanguard of the VIRM fleet has arrived, to eliminate us before we can even leave the ground. We have less than 2 minutes until impact.
The object slams into a nearby mountain range with the force of a nuclear bomb, sending a shockwave that rattles the base to its foundations. As the dust clears, a gigantic black armored creature rises from the crater, its body glowing with malevolent red energy. This is the Vanguard, a biomechanical monster designed for a single purpose: the total annihilation of any resistance. Its 3 glowing red eyes scan the horizon, locking on to the hidden base's energy signature.
Target acquired. The Genesis unit is located beneath this coordinate, beginning annihilation protocol to purge the planet of this technological heresy. No biological life shall remain after this hour. I am the voice of the collective, and you are the dust that shall be swept away by the coming tide of our glorious unity. It's already here, and it's bigger than anything I've ever seen in the archives. We aren't ready for this era. Our training only lasted 5 minutes. How are we supposed to fight something that can level a mountain just by landing on it? My heart is pounding so hard I can hear it in my ears, but we can't just sit here while the base is destroyed. You don't have a choice, Ren. If that Vanguard reaches the surface above us, thousands of innocent people in the nearby settlements will die instantly. You are the only ones who can stand between humanity and total extinction today. Genesis is the only weapon capable of piercing that monster's armor, and you are the only ones who can pilot it. Move to the launch rails now. We'll do it together, Ren. Remember the feeling we had in the arena just a moment ago? The feeling that we were one person. As long as we don't let go of that connection, we can't be defeated by a monster like that. I'm right here with you, and I'm not going to let anything happen to you or to our home. Genesis, take us to the surface and let us fight.
Inside the hangar, enormous launch rails extend toward the ceiling as the heavy blast doors begin to slide open. Genesis steps onto the launch platform, its joints hissing with steam as the internal reactors reach full power. Sunlight pours into the underground base for the first time in decades, illuminating the Franxx like a rising god. The countdown begins, and the air around the machine hums with pure, raw energy.
Launch path clear. Surface gate fully retracted. Energy levels at 100% and rising. All safety limiters have been disengaged for the duration of this combat encounter. Launch in 3, 2, 1. Ignition. May the spirits of the past guide your path through the coming storm of steel and fire.
Genesis rockets out of the underground base like a bolt of lightning, bursting into the open sky and soaring over the valley. It lands on a mountain ridge with a deafening thud, its blue and crimson armor shining in the morning sun. Across the valley, the Vanguard turns its massive head, its 3 eyes focusing on the intruder with a look of pure, ancient hatred. The 2 giants stand frozen for a moment, the wind howling between them.
It's even more enormous up close. I can feel the ground shaking just from its breathing. Era, I can feel its hatred. It's like a cooled wave washing over my mind, trying to drown us. But we won't let it in, will we? We have each other, and that's more power than this monster could ever understand. Let's show it the strength of the human heart.
Target confirmed. Genesis. Extermination of the biological pilots begins now. You are an error in the grand equation of the universe, and I am the correction that will return you to nothingness. Prepare to be dismantled and consumed by the light of the true collective. The Vanguard charges forward with incredible speed, its massive feet leaving craters in the earth as it closes the distance. Genesis rushes forward to meet it, and the 2 giants collide in the center of the valley with a sound like a mountain shattering. A powerful shockwave tears across the landscape, uprooting trees and causing nearby cliffs to crack and crumble. The first clash has begun, and the very air is filled with the scent of ozone and burning metal.
It's stronger than I ever expected. It feels like I'm trying to hold back a falling skyscraper with my bare hands. Era, I'm losing my grip on the primary actuators. We're being pushed back toward the cliff edge, and if we fall, it's over before we've even started. We need more power, now. Don't fight its strength directly, Ren. It wants us to push back so it can use our own momentum against us. Watch its movements and look for the gap in its armor where the energy flows are weakest. I can see it now. The rhythm of its core is erratic. If we can time our strike, we can break its guard. Trust me, Ren. Just follow my lead.
Genesis suddenly shifts its weight, slipping past the Vanguard's massive claws with a grace that seems almost magical. As the monster stumbles forward, a new weapon begins to form in Genesis's right hand, woven from threads of blue and crimson energy. It is the Nova Blade, a sword of pure light that burns with the intensity of a dying star. Ren and Era roar in unison as they prepare to deliver the first real blow of the war.
New weapon unlocked. Nova Blade. Synchronization has reached 104%, exceeding the theoretical limits of the previous generation. Energy output is stabilizing at a transcendent level. Now is the moment to strike at the enemy's central nervous system. Do not hesitate, pilots. The window of opportunity is closing rapidly. Battle mode, second phase. Activating adaptive armor plating and secondary energy vents. You think a mere blade of light can sever the connection to the collective? You are mistaken, children of Earth.
I shall show you the true meaning of despair as I shed this physical shell and reveal my true form."
The Vanguard's armor explodes away in a shower of obsidian shards, revealing a terrifying winged form that moves faster than the human eye can follow. It vanishes from sight, only to reappear behind Genesis instantly, delivering a kick that sends the Franxx flying high into the sky. Ren and Ira are thrown around the cockpit as the machine tumbles through the clouds, struggling to regain control before they hit the ground.
I can't see it. It's moving too fast for the sensors to track. Ren, I'm scared. The voice is back, the one I heard before. It's telling us that we aren't alone up here. I hear it, and I feel a warmth I can't explain. It's as if the heroes of the past are standing right behind us, guiding our hands. We aren't just two teenagers in a machine. We are the hope of an entire species. Era, give me everything you've got. Let's show this thing that we can fly even higher than it can.
Genesis's damaged armor begins to repair itself with streams of glowing energy as its synchronization climbs to 118%. Brilliant energy wings unfold from its back, and it halts its fall, hovering in the air like a celestial being. The Vanguard roars in frustration and charges, but Genesis is ready now, its movements perfectly synchronized with the pilot's shared heartbeat.
Activating final weapon, Oblivion Cannon. If you will not be assimilated, you shall be erased from the records of time. This attack will consume the valley and everything within 10 kilometers. Goodbye, remnants of a broken world. May your silence be the final chord in our symphony of order.
Ren, Era, you have to get away from there immediately. Our readings show that the energy output of that cannon exceeds any weapon we have ever recorded. It's enough to destroy an entire city and leave a scar on the planet that will never heal. Please, retreat, and we will find another way. You don't have to die like this. We can't run, Professor. If we move, that beam will hit the settlements behind us. We are the shield, and we have to stand our ground no matter what happens. Ira, are you ready? We're going to put everything we are into this next move. It's all or nothing for the future of everyone we love. I am ready, Ren. I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Let's create a miracle together. Genesis, activate the Nova Shield at maximum output. Protect the world we were born to save. We will not break and we will not falter. Our hearts are stronger than any cannon.
The Oblivion Cannon fires a massive beam of crimson light that tears through the sky, slamming into Genesis's shield with the force of 1,000 suns. The planet itself seems to tremble under the impact, as the red and blue energies struggle for dominance. Cracks begin to form in the shield, and the cockpit temperature rises to dangerous levels. But Ren and Ira refuse to let go of each other's hands.
I won't let you fall. I'm here, Era. I'm right here. We can do this. Push through the beam. Don't let it push us back. We have to move forward and end this once and for all. Genesis, give us everything you've got left in your core. Let's end this nightmare.
Genesis bursts through the center of the Oblivion Cannon, its armor glowing white-hot as it reaches the Vanguard. The Nova Blade transforms into a massive, legendary sword known as the Nova Excalibur, shining so brightly that it blinds everything in the valley. With a final, unified cry, Ren and Ira swing the blade downward, slicing through the Vanguard's core and ending its reign of terror in a single perfect strike.
Mission failed. The spark, it still burns, even after all this time. How can a single pair of mortals possess such light?
A gigantic explosion rocks the valley as the Vanguard is completely obliterated, leaving nothing but a memory of its hatred. As the smoke clears and the sun shines down once again, Genesis stands victorious on the mountain peak. Inside the cockpit, Ren and Era collapse in exhaustion, their hearts beating in a slow, tired rhythm, but their faces are filled with the joy of survival.
You have defeated a single vanguard, children of Earth, but do not mistake this for a victory. That was merely a test of your capabilities, a way for us to measure the strength of the new Genesis pilots. Look to the stars and see the true face of your doom. We are Legion, and we are coming to reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I have found the hidden message from Dr. Franxx, and it confirms my worst fears. There is a secret buried deep within the Klaxosaur archives, a truth that even the heroes of the old war were never told. If humanity is to survive the coming of the Titan Omega, you must find the location marked on this ancient star map. The battle for Earth has only just begun.
Far beyond the reach of Earth's sensors, inside the heart of the VIRM flagship, a colossal shadow begins to move. It is Titan Omega, a weapon of such scale that it dwarfs even the Genesis Franxx. Its crimson eyes snap open, reflecting a hunger that has lasted for eternity. The first battle is over, but the war for the soul of humanity is about to enter its darkest chapter.